Hey, this is a video related to the Doom. I don't even know how to spell his name. I'm just gonna call him Doom. This is equipment that I'll be using. Things that you can change. These boots you can use, I guess, Ranger boots, RNA boots, Echo boots, any type of boots. If you don't have a light barrier, that's fine. Just don't bring it. If you don't have TiVo, just bring a Scorching Bow. If you don't have Scorching Bow or TiVo, I don't know, a Rune Crossbow maybe. Yeah. And I'm gonna use a Scorching Bow for the larvae and to reset him. Crystal Halberd to hit him really high. Dark Light to one-shot the melee larvae, whatever. And I can actually take my Sarite Crossbow, because the Sarite Crossbow is gonna help us a lot if you just want to get to 8. And this guide is pretty much to get to 8, finish the KC, get the KC. After that, you can enhance everything you want. That fee is 12. It's 200k, 220k. And I'm gonna take out an anglerfish to have 121 HP. And I'm gonna take out 5 to 6 restores. That's more than fine. 1 mana fight, because, you know, when we have to overbrew. And the rest you can take it on brews in case you make mistakes. Now you can get to this place, I don't know, through the bird, or you can actually use the teleport, but the teleports are kind of expensive. Mocha teleport, right? I think it's 100k, and though it appears as the Waystone. Yeah, it's 169k, way too overpriced. So we're just gonna go travel last destination. I use this place called Taklan. I don't know. If you have a pendant, I think it's like a frozen pendant, it can leave you here. Pendant of Hades, whatever. I can leave you here, or here, or here. Or just a teleport if you want to waste 160k. Oh, by the way, you can bring, I don't know, a Noxious Halberd or potion this Dragon Arrows to add some extra DPS, but I think that's kind of like useless in my opinion. Unless you're like staying way higher and you need a lot of DPS, but this is just a guide from 1 to 8, so yeah. I didn't know this, but you need 75 agility to cross this area, otherwise you have to go and do this U-turn. Okay. We cross this guy, and I enter this place. You can bring, instead of some brews, you can bring some ranging pots, so you can always be hitting those constant 80s with the TiVo. But if not, that's fine. Okay, that phase, if he reach all his yellow bar across, he's gonna hit you on this phase like a 60. I think onwards like 5 or 6, he can hit you on 99, so always disturb with a melee weapon. But if you have like a Crystal Halberd or a Scythe, even better. It's just way better DPS. I'm gonna do it again. And that ball you see, the blue one, it means that it's gonna be starting with a mage attack. On number 2, you're gonna see if there's a blue ball or any other type of ball, which is kind of like the color of these rocks. That means range. I didn't switch to my TiVo. But it means that the attack that it's shown on the color of the rock is gonna hit you first. So just in case, right? And this is upon impact. It's not on animation. It's kind of like the Leviathan, in a sense. This was gonna be a phase of this sphere, and you just have to be in here when he starts slamming the floor. You have to be in, otherwise he hits you like a 20-something. So yeah. This is wave 2. You can tell it's wave 2 because here it says the Doom of whatever, level 2. So you don't have to be looking at the game filter like you used to, right? You protect from melee, keep on hitting him. That is range, and you notice that there will be a range and a mage one. As soon as the ranger hit one, you can switch to mage, and then the red one is melee. This is a fair easy wave. It's kind of like wave 1, but with an extra attack. Change, 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 and look at this larva. You can hit it once with any Demon Bane stuff. Let's see if I can one-shot it, hopefully. Yep. Now, you see those... I thought they were demon tears. No, it's holy water. I don't understand why. But the demon, when he dies on the charging phase with a melee attack like I did, he's gonna return you HP, prayer, and spec. Doesn't work on 8 onwards, believe me. And yeah. Just if you wanna like... greed a little bit of your HP and prayer, you can do that. Phase 3 or wave 3, he has something that I call an Eternal Shield. I forgot to spec. The Eternal Shield is when he reaches 75%. He is gonna like just withdraw with these doors or whatever they are. And he's gonna stay charging forever and ever. And you will think that he's bugged, but he's not. And basically with any Demon Bane weapon, you can pretty much... hang on. You can pretty much unlock him. And all you have to do is like constantly reset him. And when you hit a larvae or larva, it's gonna hit him 100. Not through his HP, but through this shield. Kind of like... I don't know, what's a good example of this? A good example will be... I guess... Muspa? Yeah, Muspa. Yep. See? Don't stay close to him when he finished that phase because he can hit really high. There we go. That's range, mage. And I'm gonna hit this guy again with magic. I forgot to autocast my Slayer staff to the lower demon spell. Because if you're brew down, you can still cast it. Okay, mage. Mage, range, melee. Melee. Okay. I move, protect from magic. Okay. Hit one of these. The final is... I mean, the first one you hit is the final, and the last one you hit is the beginning. It's kind of confusing, I know, but you have to be inside of the thing. And it's kind of like... Do you remember the Leviathan... in Rage phase where you see like a transparent blowfish or whatever? It's kind of like this, but if you hit, let's say this is one of those cacti, you hit this one and then this one, he starts here and this is the end. Whatever you hit first, I mean, whatever you hit first is the end, whatever you hit last is the beginning. A little bit confusing, I know, but yeah. Okay. And this is wave 4. It's the same thing, but now the larvae, it's gonna change colors. Red for melee, blue for magic, green for range. So it's more obvious, right? And it's gonna have like three attacks, but it's always the same. It starts with whatever the color is, and then you just change it either when you hear it or when you see it. And it's just gonna get faster from there. I'm gonna activate my death charge. And as soon as they're close to Yama, boom, you hit them, that's 100 damage to shield. That constantly reset him. Again, the radius markers on the wiki actually show you when it's an Eternal Shield and when it's a normal shield, because you don't see the other square. And stay out of his range, because otherwise he can hit you with melee, and he hits really hard with melee. Mage, range, melee. Rigor, protect from range. I'm gonna hit this larva. Range, mage, range. Mage. Okay. That's range. Mage, range, melee. Okay. I'm gonna hit this one. Hit him once again. Just because I want to. I tried to get the larvae. But I couldn't. Just in case that larvae or larva, if you let many of them pass, I think it can hit you up to a 19. The first larvae will hit you a 19. I mean a 1, but it can stack like 20s or 19. So try to always kill it, but don't die doing it, right? This is the wave 5. The only thing special here is that whenever he reaches 75, he's gonna go into like a race car phase, or like a, yeah, one of those bumper cars that you will see like on carnivals. And you're gonna see an eye on the floor, and wherever you see the eye, that's where he's gonna like slam you. I mean, not slam you, like run over you, that's the word. And if he runs over you, he hits you at 10. When he runs over you on 6, it's a 20. When he runs over you on 7, it's a 30. When he runs over you on 8 or onwards, it's a 40. Very, very dangerous. Ignore these rocks. They're not important for wave 5. They are for wave 6. Ideally, after you remember the slam of the cacti, he's gonna do that whenever he stops moving on wave 6 and onwards. So you want to be behind a rock, but on 5 that doesn't happen, so we don't have to worry about that. So basically, the advantage that you have if you bring a Sarite crossbow, like I did, is that you can kind of like force the spec. So you force the Sarite, the CCV spec, and you can like push him to that phase, because sometimes it takes a while to do some damage, of course, with the gear that I'm using. And that's the Eternal Shield phase. I'm gonna brew because I will not be able to kill this. I think Mocha is a female, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm gonna be able to kill this thing. Okay, now I hit this guy. Great. I didn't switch, or just didn't register. That's been happening a lot. It should be dead because of the damage of the exploding larvae. This is the eye. It's just looking around. Okay, wave 6. If you want to do this wave as fast as possible, these styles help, but they're not like a big deal. But I usually can hit him with CCV, and you see that I almost force him to 75. And that way you get less of a problem, right? See? He's almost at the insta bumper car thingy. So I turn off my prayer because I don't need it. I always hit like kind of like my max hit on this guy, so there's a shield phase, so I don't need prayer. I hit him again. And try to be on the other side. I'm just here because of the melee larvae, but I shouldn't be doing that. And you see that I place a rock here where it says 6 and 7. Don't worry, if you're new, it's going to be hard for you to get used to it. But what I do is that I hit him another CCV. That's a 92. So I already hit him a 92. I mean, almost like 200 damage. There he flops like a fish, doesn't do anything. I hit him here. And I hide behind this rock diagonally because of the way he's seeing me. And let's see if I have any rocks left. If you run out of rocks, that, you know, it's not fine, but it's not the end of the world. There I didn't switch my prayer, but that's fine. And if you're new, something that I want to tell you is that try to save your spec, the 75% for the number 8, so you can push into the bumper car phase. So here is going to be his fastest attack on 7. The only thing that changes on 8 is a double rock. So it's change, change, change. Is one change per tick, as you notice. Don't worry if your Tivo is not hitting anything. That happens to all of us. And then it's change, 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 change. See? So the rock explodes. You move 1 tick. Change, 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 and here we go. Try to kill the larvae if you can. If you cannot, that's fine too. Okay. Be careful with that. I already activated this thing because I knew I will have enough time. Then here it's like 4 slams, and on 80 will be 5. Okay, he is already on 66. What does this mean is that he is going to start the Eternal phase soon. Okay? I'm not going to hit him with CCV. I want my CCV for the end. Yep. Hit him with melee just to reset his laser. Okay. Should be enough here. Okay. Then near this rock. Melee mage. That's fine. He flops like a fish. Nothing happens. Alright. And something interesting about this attack is that you will see that the smoke cannot reach certain rocks. But even if you're outside of a rock and the smoke is far away, he still hits you. It doesn't destroy the rock, but he still hits you. So when you think you're safe, like, oh, he cannot reach me, but he, because our rock didn't explode or something, believe me, it's gonna reach you. And he's dead. Okay, that was pretty cool. If you're having troubles with this, with the orb and the cacti, what I can tell you is that since he has 3 attacks, right, you can camp protect the prayer and let one of them hit you through, but try to be high HP, because I think you can hit like 40s or 50s through. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drink this magnified potion, and on the cacti, don't worry, I'm gonna make a video after this explaining you wave 8 and onwards. I mean, I haven't only reached 12, right? But it's kind of like the same logic for the rocks. And yep, let's continue. So I'm gonna hit him with CCV right when I see him. Some people say it's not recommended, but I just like doing it, so yeah. To lower his HP. Okay. And you see when the second rock explodes, pray, 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 pray. See? So it's when you see the second rock explode when you put your prayer. Because if you put it when the first one explodes, you're doomed. And I don't mean this guy doom, I mean you're actually dead. So you'll have to wait for the second rock to explode. If you want to look at the ground, that's fine. The shadows don't do a lot of damage, it's probably like a 20 something. But the entirety of his attacks is more than 100. So yeah, just be careful with that. Okay, here I lure him properly. It was a little bit of luck because I'm usually not that good at luring him. I want to see where are my rocks. I lure him here. Melee. Now that I notice he haven't venom me yet. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna go far away from him because I don't have an angle for this. And there we go. Now, what you want to do on this area, because you're gonna get the cacti, is that you want to hit one, run to your place where you want to go, and you can camp. See, I camp my protect from range. I activated this, and I'm good, right? I'm good. Final slam. There you go. Change, 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 change. Mage, and he starts the Eternal phase. And on this Eternal phase, you should be good to go. Try to be your HP up in case that you mess up at the end, right? That always happens to me. So, yeah, you notice that it's easier to survive once you notice that it's better to focus on the second rock when it explodes. I venom myself there, wasn't my intention. Okay, if you got a spec here, don't CCV him here because you're not gonna hit very high, remember, because it's a Ruby Bolt spec. Fun fact with the Ruby Bolts is that no matter if you use Dragon or regular, the chances of hitting me 100, it's the same. So yeah, that's pretty much wave 1 to 8. And yeah, look at my friend just got one. And basically that's pretty much it, dude. Like, it was 13 minutes. Probably if I will have CCV harder, it's, I guess, easier. And yeah, let me actually finish this and edit explaining wave 8 so you guys can understand it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's a run. It's 13 minutes. It's pretty chill. But yeah, let me do this. Give me a second. Okay, welcome back. So I'm gonna go on my BLC screen player, yeah, whatever. Let's go there. So, okay, you see me here on wave 8, entering wave 8. And, you know, I CCV the guy. Like I said, this is going to make your life easier, even though it's not guaranteed. Like when he's on his race car phase, it's fine. So I hit him there. I go back to this spot. This spot is not guaranteed. I think these tiles were given by No Monkey. If you want to use them, that's fine. But if you're new, just focus on surviving so you can get the KC. If you get hit by the rocks, just don't get hit. I mean, don't get hit by the slam. No, I'm sorry, not by the slam. Where he runs you over, that's more lethal than the actual slam. Okay. Okay, so there he starts, and you can see. And let me see if I can get my snipping tool going. Snipping tool. Okay, so okay, here you go. This is easier. All right. So here you see two rocks, right? This is range because of the color. So you will notice that I'm just looking at the rocks and I'm waiting for them to explode. First one explodes, I move, and I move basically so one of the rocks stays on the tile that I want. That's fine. You don't have to do that. This is when you get used to it, right? And then I go after him with my crystal halberd to hit him. And notice when the second one explodes, that's when the orbs appear. And when the orbs appear, that's when you are going to go and change your prayers. And then when you change your prayer, which is one per tick, you wait a tick, change. So imagine two manticores that they get activated the moment that these two rocks explode. But then after the first one, the first attack, you change them all, you wait a tick, and that's the second manticore, okay? Let's wait a tick, change. And you see, this guy was pushed to what I call the Eternal Shield because he was less than 75%. And that gives you a huge advantage because if you have the JAMA Death Charge upgrade, you can get your 75 back along with the Light Barrier. And basically, dude, this is pretty much free because you can hit him at 200 in total, right? And yeah, there you go. Just stay close to the small rock that I created. If you didn't create, that's fine. Just make sure that you move where there's less rocks, right? And try to lure him away from our rocks. You see, I do CCV right there. And then I change my prayers. There he flops like a fish. Nothing to move there. I lure him away from the other rocks because if I lure him center, I run out of rocks. Protect from melee. I try to hit him again whenever I can. There, yeah, there was a way for me to use that rock, but, you know, I abandoned that idea. That's diagonal. See, I was already there. It was diagonal because of the way he was looking at me. All right, this is the cacti phase here. So I overbrew, equip my Phoenix necklace. Did I have two Phoenix necklace? What the hell? Yeah, you put your Phoenix necklace and then you hit a cacti. And you look at the rocks and I start running to the place where I want to be, right? And then while running, change. And then there, if I want to hit the cacti to be safe, I can camp my protect from range and I'll get hit. If I get hit a lot, it's like a 40, but I'll still be alive. See? I got hit at 26, change my prayer. That's fine. If you can attack that green larva, that's fine. If not, let it pass. It's going to heal the boss like a 40 or a 30. No big deal, but if you can kill it, that's great. All right. That's another double rock. It's range if I'm not wrong. And we just gotta grab our crystal halberd. If you don't have crystal halberd, you know, Noxus, or dual manacles, whatever. All right, that's the player being stupid, like the VLC being stupid. So let me do it again. All right, change. Wait a tick, change. I didn't do it because I was activating that. There we go. And it's 5 slams. You can just walk. You don't need to hit him. That's extra DPS if you want. All right, I hit him. Wait, change. Wait a tick, change. What, that 19 that I got hit, it was one of the shadows. It was not one of the prayers, so just in case, right? There is the final shield, and usually when he's on the third shield, if you have a TiVo, he will die. Like, rarely he's gonna survive, especially if you have a CCV. It's just he doesn't stand a chance, right? Just in case, right? Because some people might think that, oh no, I might get 4 slams or something. Well, if you have like very bad gear or just a scorching bow, maybe 4 cars, that's fine, right? There, I didn't even matter if he had like more cars. I mean, more slams, and that's it. So yeah, whenever you see the rocks, it's you wait for the 2 of them to explode. Obviously, you move, try to be away from the rock that he's gonna throw you on the floor, and that's pretty much what you do. You look at the rocks, you move. The second one explodes. Change, change, change. You can move again or not. Wait a tick. Change, change, change. Imagine 2 manticores, and when the second one explodes, you change, change, change. It's a change per tick. Wait a tick. Change, change, change. And this is the same mechanic that it will work from 8 and onwards, just in case. That's pretty much how you do it. If you have any questions, let me know, but I don't think I left anything behind. Like I said, to me, the 8 onwards was the most, like, the hardest one. But yeah, just let me know if you have questions, or if you want me to do it with another gear. I've done it with pretty much all the gear that I can think of. But if you still want something like extra with a specific gear, or you're an Ironman, let me know. And yeah, I can definitely do something different. And that'll be it.
If he ain't gaming, I bring him around. Nigga